you out, and it was the last bit over here. My heart was panicking. Wanna be Ice King? Hey there guys, what is going on? It's Mizcos here, and before you continue watching this video, please click that subscribe button below and leave a like. This Bloodborne video was really overdue. We still have, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 left. I'm not sure, and then obviously I can't because I'm stuck on the last 2 bosses. They are a pain in the ass, German, oh my god. But anyway, this is Martyr Logarius. Martyr Logarius was a really hard boss fight as well. I think slightly harder than Ebrietas in terms of learning the first and second phase for me. You know, all bosses are different with people. That's what I really like about the Soulsborne games, is that everyone struggles on a different boss. And this sometimes reminds me a bit of the Dragon Slayer armor. Okay, so he's in his first phase. He has like this magic attack, and he swipes skulls at you, and you have to dodge them because they track you to a certain extent. Then when he slams his staff to the ground, he also does another exploding attack which tracks your previous position. So if you move out of the line of direction of your previous position, you should be fine. And that's what I learned how to deal with this attack. That's how I learned to deal with this attack. It used to be really hard. It used to deal a lot of damage, but once you know the line of direction in which it's going, all you have to do is move out of that line of direction. Like, he's going to slam it again. It's also a good opportunity to circle around him and get a few hits in, you know, R1s and R2s, but really stay cautious. Don't get greedy. Sometimes, you know, I tried to slash him even more, and something crazy just happened. He suddenly goes wham and puts this like magic attack right in your face and just kills you, and you go, you died, and all what follows. So furthermore, I'm gonna keep on swiping that. This part was intense. You have to be a little bit careful. Okay, so get around him, try and get the opportunity for the few hits in, and hopefully he won't attack like that magic skull. So as you can see, sometimes he attacks a massive skull in your face and you sort of deal damage. Get behind him every time he slams his staff down. Make sure you are out of the line of sight of his stupid attack though. Most likely though, if that was your previous position, as you can see, that's where I was, and I sort of circle dodged out of it, then you will not get hit. But that attack does do a lot of damage. So this is pretty much his first phase. It's this arcane sort of mage attack. Gonna get behind him again, and it's pretty much get behind him and slap his butt. You know, that's the classic Soulsborne formula with a lot of bosses. But I don't always use it, but it was quite successful with this one. It was also successful with, I think, Vicar Amelia, which I've done quite a while ago now. It has been ages. This BL4 run has been taking ages. Okay, so when he starts charging up his meter, which transitions into the second phase, you need to R2 him straight away. Play back the video if you want to. This isn't a guide anyway, so I'm not doing it perfectly. This strategy really calls for parrying. Parrying is the perfect way. Okay, so his second phase is absolutely brutal and really hard for me. This is where he starts getting aggressive. He has this stupid lunging attack, but as long as you dodge right out of the way in which he's going to slash, so as you can see, right in the opposite direction, which is trying to hit you, then you can get a few hits in. That's the good thing about this. If you successfully dodge this attack, you'll be able to get quite a few hits in, and you want that attack to be baited, because his melee ones, if you haven't got like a parrying device, like if you're not parrying because you're not daring like me. See, I didn't parry in this one because I was too scared to. I wasn't really confident to parry, even though he's very easily parryable. It depends what your strengths are. I think dodging works for me nowadays. Parrying only for the ones that are really easy to parry, in my opinion. But, you know, so try to parry this guy. Every time he does a slow slash, there's a crucial timing. You can find some stuff on YouTube about it. I tried to get the parry timing right, but in the end I found that this was more successful attempt. So he's going to keep on doing that lunging attack. He also does the melees. Get away from him. This he's really, really aggressive. Back away. Keep your distance. Wait for him. Bait his attack. Move. Get in there. Maybe you do a charged R2 if you have the time. And then what it really comes down to is he has another attack that he's going to start doing. Yes, right here. He throws a sword into a ground, and missiles will start coming down and pretty much blurring up your whole freaking vision if you do not shoot that sword right away. So as soon as he puts that sword into the ground, when you get the time, shoot it with the blunderbuss or the pistol or hunter pistol or whatever you're using. Cannon. I don't really use the others, to be honest. And pretty much stop that happening, because that makes it hell when he starts spamming these attacks on you and you can't dodge, and then suddenly you get hit by a random missile, a little bit like how the Dragon Slayer armor was in his last phase, where all those stupid arcane missiles started hurling towards you with those angels. But anyway, that's irrelevant. So we're going to take him down. I've sped up the fight a little bit. This is pretty much his third phase. He's very aggressive, baiting those attacks. Get out of the way. He took me a lot of time though, because I wasn't I stopped Thinking about those aggressive close-up bosses as well. Gonna point that sword back in, shoot that sword out of the way, bait that slam attack. So my heart was beating like so crazy at this point. I was dying. Like, I don't know, I was gonna have a heart attack or something. He kept on coming. He has a relentless pace. He is the wannabe Ice King, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that crown. He's Martyr Ligarius. He has a really cool story behind him as well. I really like Bloodborne because of the lore of the bosses. Apparently, I do believe that he was a keeper of Cainhurst Castle. Cainhurst, I think, is an old family in Bloodborne. I don't really know that half the story of Bloodborne anyway. I only know the basic crux. You have to watch a lot of lore videos, and I remember there was something to do with the idea that they have a different sort of air of blood or something, and Martyr Ligarius was once a hunter of this sect or something, but he ended up being stuck there and frozen, and now you've woken him up again, something like that. The Bloodborne lore experts can tell me. Anyway, so this was essentially amazing. I know a lot of Bloodborne stories though, I don't, but not really much of Martyr Ligarius. He's an optional boss, but I have to at least attempt or basically finish all the optional bosses in the main game. I'm gonna take you out, and it was the last bit over here. My heart was panicking. Wanna be Ice King? Could not get that final hit in. Why he was being so aggressive. Dodge out the way. Oh, I was getting so hit as well, using up my blood vials. Oh my god, towards the end, you know, when you start panicking, get out of the way, get in there with the final hit.